What's the president's personal reaction to what he's seeing playing out on these college campuses? What would be his message to those who are peacefully protesting? Those who feel targeted on all sides of the community.
No, I hear your question. I think the president's been very clear. He put out a statement in his Passover statement. He talked about we can't be silent here. Silent is complicit, and we can't allow that. We believe in First Amendment rights, right? We believe in people being able to express themselves in a peaceful manner. We want to make sure that people have the opportunity to peacefully protest on that.
Should we interpret him saying he's going to come back to it as a sign that he's going to do some executive action in the coming weeks?
Well, look, we've always been very clear. No executive action is actually going to do what that border security plan would have done.
The president earlier today said the 2017 tax bill that was passed under President Trump, if he is reelected, if President Biden is reelected, it would be dead and gone forever. Yeah. That bill obviously included tax cuts for the wealthy, but it also included tax cuts across the board to the tax rates at various levels of income. Yeah. Is the president saying that he would get rid of the entire tax bill and not allow those tax cuts to?
I think what the president was trying to say, he was trying to make very clear that was the 2017 tax bill was something that was for billionaires and corporations, and that's not what he's for, right? He wants to make sure that the working class gets their fair share. He wants to make sure that the billionaires and corporations pay, right, what they owe. And so he's talking about an economy, what type of economy that he wants to build. You hear her say it all the time. He says it all the time, an economy.
We are seeing some of these on-campus protests really heighten tensions and escalation across the country, not just at Columbia, but at public universities, UT Austin, USC in California. Is there any concern about how law enforcement is handling these protesters?
I mean, look, I can't speak to what's going on the ground. I know what happened is just happening now, happening today. So I have no idea on how that's being dealt on the ground. But look, we've been very clear. We want to see this be peaceful.
And your first question was about Iran sanctions. Look, I think the moment we're in right now that's quite different from where we were just a few weeks ago is you've actually had the G7 come out together and say that we need to impose additional economic measures, additional sanctions, additional pressure on Iran for this brazen and unprecedented attack against Israel with more than 300 missiles and drones fired at Israeli territory. The EU has moved. The UK has moved, the United States has moved, and we will continue to move, and extra authorities from Congress can help add to the types of forms of pressure that we can place and the type of isolation we can generate with respect to Iran, which is acting in ways that are fundamentally irresponsible and destabilizing to peace and stability in the Middle East.